Have you ever wondered what it means to be highly spiritual? Does the concept intrigue you? As we embark on this exploration, let's delve into the realm of spirituality. A term often shrouded in mystery and misconceptions, spirituality is a journey, a personal voyage of discovery and understanding. It's not a destination, but rather a path one chooses to walk upon, a direction one decides to take. Spirituality is as varied and unique as the individuals who practice it. To some, it may mean a deep connection with nature, feeling the wind on their face, and realizing their oneness with the universe. For others, it could be a meditative journey within, exploring the depths of their own consciousness and peeling back the layers of their existence. There's no one-size-fits-all definition or formula to spirituality. It's not bound by the constraints of religious doctrines or societal norms. It's not about rituals or rites. It's about connection, a profound, intimate connection with oneself, with others, and with the universe as a whole. Being highly spiritual isn't about having an arsenal of spiritual knowledge or being able to recite ancient scriptures by heart. It's about the application, the living, the embodiment of these spiritual principles in one's everyday life. It's about being open, being present, being mindful. It's about recognizing the divinity within oneself and seeing that same divinity reflected in everything around us. And so we invite you on this journey, a journey into the heart of spirituality. We'll explore 7 key aspects that highly spiritual people tend to understand and embody, from empathy and sensitivity to the recognition of ego. We'll shed light on these facets in the hope that it may inspire you, guide you, and perhaps even spark a transformation within you. If you're enjoying the content we're sharing, do subscribe to our channel. Your support allows us to continue exploring these fascinating topics. The first trait that highly spiritual people often exhibit is a heightened sense of empathy and sensitivity. Now, what does this mean exactly? Well, imagine being able to feel what others are feeling, not just in a superficial way, but deeply, profoundly. This is the world of the highly spiritual person. Their sense of empathy, their ability to understand and share the feelings of others, is amplified, often to a degree that others may find hard to comprehend. But it's not just about empathy. Sensitivity, too, plays a crucial role. Highly spiritual individuals tend to have a heightened awareness of the emotions, needs, and concerns of those around them. But it's not only limited to people. They can also sense the energy of places and situations. It's as if they have a special antenna picking up emotional signals that others might miss. This high sensitivity and empathy can sometimes be a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it allows for deep, meaningful connections with others. It facilitates understanding, compassion, and love, building bridges where others might see walls. On the other hand, it can also be overwhelming. The pain of others can become their pain. The world's sorrows can weigh heavily on their shoulders. It's like walking in a storm without an umbrella, feeling every drop of rain. But here's the thing. This heightened sensitivity and empathy isn't a burden. It's a gift. It allows these individuals to connect on a level that many of us can only dream of. It provides a depth of understanding that can be profoundly healing, both for themselves and for those around them. It enables them to act as facilitators of love and compassion in a world that often seems sorely lacking in these qualities. It allows them to serve as bridges, connecting people, healing wounds, and fostering understanding. And perhaps most importantly, it serves as a powerful reminder of our shared humanity. It reminds us that, beneath the surface, we are all connected, all part of the same tapestry of existence. It's a call to remember that at our core, we are all just people, doing our best to navigate this complex, beautiful, and sometimes painful journey that we call life. But of course, this heightened sensitivity and empathy requires balance. It requires self-care and boundaries. It necessitates a keen awareness of one's own needs and limitations. It's a dance, a delicate balancing act between caring for others and caring for oneself. And yet, it's a dance that's well worth learning. For it's through this dance, through this heightened sensitivity and empathy, that we can truly connect with others, that we can truly understand the world around us, and that we can truly make a difference. So, high sensitivity and empathy, a challenging yet beautiful trait of spiritual individuals. Number 2 on our list is the need for solitude. Have you ever felt the urge to escape the noise of the outer world, to retreat into a cocoon of tranquility where you can hear your thoughts clearly? Well, that's what we're diving into now, the need for solitude, a characteristic commonly found in highly spiritual individuals. Solitude, in this context, is not about isolating oneself from society or being antisocial. It's about carving out moments of quiet to recharge, to meditate, or simply be alone with one's thoughts. It's about fostering a balance between the vibrancy of the external world and the serenity of the inner world. Highly spiritual people often find themselves drawn towards solitude. It's not that they reject social interaction or dislike company, but rather they appreciate and understand the value of spending time alone. It's in these moments of solitude that they can tune into their inner selves, to their spirit, and to their deepest thoughts and feelings. But why is solitude so important for these individuals? You see, in the silence and stillness of solitude, they find a safe space to explore their spirituality. It becomes a sanctuary where they can delve deep into their consciousness, free from the distractions and demands of everyday life. Solitude also provides an opportunity for meditation, a practice that is integral to spiritual growth. It allows for the quieting of the mind, fostering a state of inner peace and clarity. This mental decluttering can lead to heightened self-awareness and profound insights about oneself and the universe. Moreover, solitude can spark creativity. The silence and tranquility can ignite the spark of inspiration, allowing ideas to flow freely. It's no wonder many poets, artists, and philosophers often sought solitude to fuel their creative process. However, it's crucial to understand that this need for solitude doesn't mean that highly spiritual people are hermits. They enjoy and value human connections as much as anyone else. They understand that relationships and interactions are essential aspects of life and spiritual growth, but they also recognize the importance of spending time alone to nurture their spiritual selves. They see solitude not as isolation, but as a form of self-care, a time to recharge and rejuvenate. It's a time to disconnect from the external world and connect with the internal one, to listen to the whispers of their souls, to reflect on their experiences, and to grow from them. So the next time you see someone opting to spend time alone, don't hastily label them as loners or antisocial. They might just be highly spiritual individuals, seeking a moment of solitude to recharge and reconnect with their inner selves. Remember, solitude is not loneliness, but a space for self-reflection and growth. The third trait is a profound connection with nature. Imagine standing at the edge of a tranquil lake, the water's surface shimmering under the gentle touch of the morning sun. The air is filled with the sweet scent of dew-kissed grass and a symphony of bird songs. For many, this is a simple scene of natural beauty, a moment of relaxation. But for highly spiritual individuals, it's a lot more. They experience a deep, almost tangible bond with nature, a connection that goes beyond the physical, reaching into the spiritual. This bond is not something they actively seek out, but it's something that just happens, as natural as breathing. It's a profound understanding that they are not separate from the environment, but an integral part of it. In the rustling leaves, they hear whispers of wisdom. In the changing seasons, they see the cyclical nature of life. In the blooming and wilting of flowers, they perceive the transient beauty of existence. Every element of nature, from the smallest pebble to the grandest mountain, resonates with them on a spiritual level. This deep connection is not just about appreciating the aesthetic beauty of nature, but understanding its rhythms, its cycles, and its balance. They feel the pulse of the universe in the ebb and flow of the tides, the waxing and waning of the moon, the rising and setting of the sun. They understand that everything in nature has a time, a place, and a purpose. When surrounded by nature, spiritual individuals often find a sense of peace and solace. The natural world becomes a sanctuary, a place where they can retreat from the demands of everyday life and reconnect with their inner selves. The stillness of nature often mirrors the stillness within them, providing a sense of harmony and balance. By immersing themselves in nature, they can tap into the universal energy that permeates everything. They can feel the interconnectedness of all life forms, the intricate web of existence that binds everything together. This awareness often leads to a deep respect for all living things, a commitment to preserving the environment, and a desire to live in harmony with it. But this connection with nature is not just about taking, it's also about giving back. It's about honoring the earth, cherishing its gifts, and nurturing its resources. It's about understanding that we are custodians of this planet, entrusted with its care and preservation. For highly spiritual people, nature is not just a place to visit, but a home to return to. They don't just observe nature, they participate in it. They don't just experience nature, they become one with it. Nature, for the spiritual, is not just a backdrop, but a living, breathing entity. Number 4, the experience of synchronicity. Synchronicity, a term coined by the psychologist Carl Jung, is the occurrence of two or more events that appear meaningfully related, but are not causally connected. This concept is not just a random theory, but an integral part of the spiritual journey. Highly spiritual people often experience synchronicity as meaningful coincidences that guide them on their path. Imagine walking down a street thinking about an old friend you haven't seen in years. Just as you turn the corner, you bump into that very friend. Or perhaps you've been grappling with a challenging problem, and out of the blue, a stranger's overheard conversation provides the exact insight you needed. These are examples of synchronicity, moments where the universe seems to be speaking directly to you. Synchronicities are not mere coincidences. They are the universe's way of communicating with us, showing us that we are on the right path, or perhaps nudging us towards a new direction. They are signposts, guiding us towards our true selves and our true purpose. Synchronicities often seem magical, almost too perfect to be mere chance. But to the spiritual individual, they are a natural part of existence, a confirmation of the interconnectedness of all things. They demonstrate that our inner world and the outer world are not separate, but reflections of each other. In the realm of synchronicity, there is no such thing as coincidence. Every event, every encounter, every fleeting thought has a purpose and a meaning. The universe is not a random jumble of events, but a carefully orchestrated dance, and we are all part of it. When we experience synchronicity, it's a call for us to pay attention. It's a whisper from the universe, a subtle hint that we're on the right path, or that something significant is about to happen. It's a reminder that we're not alone in our journey, that there's a greater force guiding us, connecting us, leading us towards our destiny. So next time you experience a meaningful coincidence, take a moment to reflect on it. What is the universe trying to tell you? What path is it guiding you towards? What insight is it offering? Remember, synchronicities are not random. They are the universe's way of communicating with us, of guiding us, of showing us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. They are reminders that we are not alone, that we are connected, that we are part of a grand cosmic dance. Synchronicities are like winks from the universe guiding us on our journey. So as you continue your spiritual journey, keep your eyes and heart open for these winks, these meaningful coincidences. They are the universe's way of speaking to you, of guiding you, of reassuring you that you are on the right path. Fifth on our list is the desire for spiritual growth. This is something that truly sets apart those who are highly spiritual. They are not content with just being. They have a burning desire to become. They are in a continuous process of seeking, learning, growing, and evolving on their spiritual journey. They are not just passengers in this journey of life. They are active participants, constantly steering their course towards greater enlightenment. Highly spiritual people understand that stagnation is not an option. They are driven by a deep longing to explore the mysteries of life, to delve deeper into the realms of the spirit, and to unlock the secrets of the universe. They are not afraid to question, to seek, and to push their boundaries. They understand that the process of spiritual growth is not a linear one. They see every challenge as an opportunity for growth, every setback as a chance to learn, and every success as a sign of progress. They understand that spiritual growth is not about reaching a final destination. but about the journey itself. They are not afraid to confront their fears, their doubts, their weaknesses. They are willing to face their inner demons, to delve into their shadows, to explore their deepest insecurities. They understand that true growth comes from facing the uncomfortable, from confronting the difficult, from embracing the painful. They are not just seekers of knowledge, but also practitioners of wisdom. They are driven by a deep desire to grow, to evolve, to become. They are not just living, they are thriving, blooming, flourishing. Remember, spiritual growth is a journey, not a destination. Each step, each moment, each experience is a part of this journey. Each fear, each doubt, each insecurity is a part of this evolution. And every single moment, every single experience, every single step is a testament to the desire for spiritual growth that burns brightly within the hearts of those who are highly spiritual. Number 6 is high intuition. In the radiant world of spirituality, an intriguing phenomenon is the heightened sense of intuition that spiritual individuals possess. Now, intuition isn't about predicting lottery numbers or foreseeing the future in a crystal ball. It's a subtler, more profound sense that often manifests itself as a gut feeling, an instinctual nudge, a gentle whisper from within that guides us on our path. Highly spiritual people are like tuned radios, picking up frequencies that many of us miss. They are attuned to their inner compass, that subtle but powerful guide that navigates them through the labyrinth of life. This intuition serves as their internal GPS, helping them to make decisions that resonate with their highest good. But what does this mean, to align with one's highest good? Picture a ship sailing on open seas. The highest good is the North Star, the guiding light that helps the ship to navigate through stormy waters and find its way home. For spiritual individuals, their highest good is the ultimate truth of who they are, their purpose, their mission in this grand cosmic play. Now, one might wonder, how does one cultivate this high intuition? It's not something you can order online or pick up at the local supermarket. It's a skill, a gift, a power that is honed through a journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. It involves quieting the mind, tuning into the heart, and listening to the whispers of the soul. It's about trusting that inner voice, even when it goes against the grain, even when it challenges the status quo. But here's the catch. Intuition is not about always being right. It's not a foolproof system that guarantees success every time. It's a process, a journey, an exploration. There will be times when the intuitive hunch turns out to be off the mark, but that's okay. Because each misstep is a learning opportunity, a chance to fine-tune the inner compass, to align more closely with the highest good. High intuition is not a destination, but a journey. It's not about reaching a finish line, but about traveling a path that unfolds with each step. It's about dancing with the unknown, embracing uncertainty and trusting the process. Remember, intuition is not the loud, booming voice of a thunderstorm. It's the gentle, soothing whisper of a summer breeze. It's the quiet, persistent call of the inner self, urging us towards our highest good. It's the compass that guides us, the light that illuminates our path, the voice that whispers, "This is the way." So, if you find yourself feeling lost or confused, remember to tune into your intuition. Listen to that inner voice. Trust it, honor it, follow it. It might just lead you towards a path of enlightenment, of self-discovery, of spiritual growth. Intuition, a spiritual individual's guiding light. Last but not least, the recognition of the ego. Our journey today brings us to this profound understanding, the recognition of the ego. Highly spiritual people who've traversed the realms of empathy, solitude, nature, synchronicity, spiritual growth, and intuition find themselves face to face with their own ego. It's an encounter that's both enlightening and humbling, like looking into a mirror that shows not just the physical, but the metaphysical. The ego, in psychological terms, is the part of the mind that mediates between the conscious and the unconscious. It's responsible for reality testing and a sense of personal identity. However, in spiritual parlance, the ego often refers to a false sense of self fueled by uncontrolled thoughts and unchecked desires. Highly spiritual people understand this dual nature of the ego. They see it as a part of their human experience, yet they are aware of its potential to lead them astray from their authentic selves. They know that the ego can be a veil, obscuring the true self and creating illusions of separation, superiority, or inferiority. They recognize that the ego thrives on comparison, competition, and judgment. It seeks validation, recognition, and often craves control. But spiritual individuals are aware of these tendencies and they strive to keep their ego in check. They aim to live from a place of authenticity, where actions are not driven by the ego's needs but by a deeper sense of purpose and connection. They understand that taming the ego is not about suppression or denial. It's about observation and understanding. It's about acknowledging the ego's presence, understanding its role, and learning to navigate life with the ego as a companion, not a commander. Highly spiritual people, therefore, cultivate practices that help them remain aware of their ego. They might meditate, engage in self-reflection, or practice mindfulness. These practices allow them to observe their thoughts and emotions without judgment, helping them recognize when their ego is trying to take the driver's seat. In this recognition of the ego, they find a path to humility, compassion, and authenticity. They learn to listen more and speak less, to understand more and judge less, to love more and fear less. They begin to see others not as separate entities but as extensions of themselves, leading to a deeper sense of unity and interconnectedness. This understanding of the ego doesn't come overnight. It's a journey, a process of self-discovery that unfolds over time. It's a dance between the human and the divine, the finite and the infinite, the ego and the soul. It's a dance that spirals inward, leading to the core of one's being, where the ego is seen for what it truly is, a companion on this journey of life, a tool for navigating the physical world, yet not the essence of who we truly are. Ego, a constant companion, yet a spiritual person, knows its place. So these were the 7 traits that only highly spiritual people will understand. We began this journey with an introduction to spirituality, where we explored the concept as a deeply personal journey of self-discovery and understanding. We delved into the realm of empathy and sensitivity, a trait that enables people to feel the emotions of others and respond with compassion and understanding. Then, we touched upon the need for solitude. Highly spiritual people often crave time alone for reflection, meditation, and self-discovery. This solitude allows them to connect with their inner selves and with the universe around them. We also discussed the deep connection with nature that highly spiritual individuals often feel. They see the beauty and interconnectedness of all life and derive a profound sense of peace and contentment from this connection. Next, we discussed the phenomenon of experiencing synchronicity. For highly spiritual people, seemingly random events can take on a significant meaning as they perceive a deeper connection and purpose in the universe. We then moved on to the desire for spiritual growth. Highly spiritual people are always striving to grow and evolve on their spiritual journey. They are open to new experiences and continuously seek knowledge and wisdom. Our discussion on high intuition highlighted how spiritual individuals often have a finely tuned sense of intuition. They trust their instincts and are guided by their inner voice. Finally, we explored the recognition of ego. Highly spiritual individuals understand the role of ego in shaping our perceptions and experiences. They strive to transcend the ego and connect with their true, authentic selves. Understanding these traits not only gives us insight into the lives of highly spiritual people, but also serves as a guide for our own spiritual journey. Each trait is a stepping stone towards a deeper connection with our inner self and the universe around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey today. Remember, spirituality is a personal journey and there is no right or wrong way to walk this path. Until next time, continue exploring, growing, and connecting with your inner self.